Welcome, colleagues. The 28th of June, the 125th day of the full-scale Russian invasion. Here is Natalia Staroprava, and we continue with the briefings in Ukraine Media Center. And we have here Dmytro Lunin, head of Poltava Military Administration. We know that we have just been to the place of the tragedy. So what is the updated information? Good afternoon. Yes, we are collecting the wreckage, taking away the robots, and we have already found 59 people who have been wounded. 25 people have been hospitalized. I'm sorry, Dmytro, but your connection is very bad. If you could repeat. Now it's better, please, if you could repeat the information once again. Can you hear me now? Yes. Please do speak. Dmytro, can you hear me? Yeah, I do hear you. So please tell once again the same information. What is currently known? At 12, at midnight, we stopped extinguishing the fire, and now 60% of the rubbles of the wreckage have been removed, and 18 bodies of dead people have been found. Besides that, 25 people have been taken to hospitals, and now we have anti-emergency and anti-accident works being performed, and investigation is going on. This is the investigation conducted by the investigators of General Prosecutor's Office in this territory. Uh, People are still looking for some people missing who were staying back then in the trade center. Does it mean that live people could possibly be staying under the wreckage? Well, live people unfortunately cannot be staying under the wreckage. 21 persons is considered to have been missing and gone missing. We are looking for them. We hope that some people will be found in the city, maybe in hospitals, maybe somewhere in the territory of the city, because unfortunately under the wreckage they cannot be left alive. Here is the question from the audience. Andriy Shevchenko, Ukraine Media Center. Today there was a statement made by the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation with two ideas. The first point was that they were trying to hit the warehousing facilities with weapons and not the trade center. And the other point that there haven't been any people back then at that time. Well, I can tell that this is rather um, a false statement. Unfortunately, the political leadership of Russia are liars, and they keep lying. That was, of course, the time of operating hours of this trade center, and we showed to the reporters today that foodstuffs were on sale, clothes was on sale, things for children, toys. So it was fully operating. These were working hours of the trade center, and even our international reporters could see that the trade center was operating at that time, as it is the case throughout the world, and no military facilities were located close to this trade center. So this is an act of terrorism, definitely an act of terrorism of the Russian Federation against the Ukrainian people. And this is the crime against humanity. I'm lost for words because I think that this is a crime that should be investigated not at the level of Ukraine, but in the Hague Tribunal. Getting back to the casualties, the majority of these people, are they the shop assistants and workers or visitors? Some workers, about 10 to 15 staff members, and I think that we've got about 10 or maybe up to 20 people who just came to the trade center, were visitors, but we cannot give any exact data as for now. After all the wreckage is removed, after all the search works are performed, we will give the accurate figure, how many people were staying in the trade center and how many casualties we've got. We've got information from Venediktova, and she claimed that they will try to check whether the security measures were complied with in the trade center. What do you know about this? Well, during the air alarm, if there is no shelter in the trade network, they should ensure security of the staff members of the visitors. So in this specific trade center, there was a shelter just the opposite to in the building, the opposite to the trade center. Why people and staff members were staying in the trade center is not known, but the investigation will deal with that. And I cannot tell you anything before the investigators pass the final judgment. I cannot tell that somebody is to blame. The investigation will show the exact data. But the main thing now is to follow the international protocols, because this is definitely the crime against humanity, and we will need to address international tribunals and courts to bring the Russian invaders to accountability. Here is another question. This is not the first missile strike of Kremenchuk. There was oil processing plant hit. Do you connect this brutal attack with the previous strikes? Is it an attempt to intimidate the city, or why Kremenchuk? Well, to find any sense in the actions of the Russian invaders is not possible. So I think that the main thing now is lives of our people, and whether these attacks and strikes are related or are they aimed at intimidation. Well, we cannot be intimidated, but the main thing is that we understand the danger, and our main task is to protect our people, to defend them, to protect their lives. I don't have any comments. I'm lost for words, and I don't have any idea as to why Russians decided to hit an absolutely peaceful civilian facility with no military facilities or strategic facilities located close to it. This is unfortunately an awful tragedy for all Ukrainians and for Poltava region and Kremenchuk in particular. It's known that trade center is not the only facilities that was damaged. What else can you tell about facilities hit by the missile? Well, we have some infrastructural facilities also hit by the missile. Um, a part of those premises located in 400 meters from the trade center was damaged. Windows were all broken, but there are no casualties there. The situation is more or less controlled there. Please describe the territory of the trade center, because it seems that this is a very civil, peaceful place. Why was it hit by the missile? Well, I've just given you the answer that I don't know why exactly this facility was hit by the missile. That is a trade and entertainment center for more than 10,000 square meters with some grocery shops, household appliances, domestic appliances, telephone, toys shops, and ordinary people, the way it is happening throughout the world, just come there to buy food, to buy some goods they need. So I cannot give you the answer why this center was chosen for the strike. I guess we will have to ask the criminals during the court proceedings. What is happening now in the city, and what is the general atmosphere among the city residents? Well, in the region and in the town, we have the day of mourning for those who perished, and of course, we have cancelled all the celebrations of the Day of the Constitution, which were planned for today. Well, the atmosphere, we feel tragic. We all feel very much tragic, because the death of every person, every civilian, is a tragedy for us. And it's wartime, so the atmosphere cannot be good. Thank you. This is Dmytro Lunin, head of Poltava Regional Military Administration. And that's all for today. Stay with us, follow the announcements on the resources of Ukraine Media Center, and let's keep together, because we've come one day closer to our victory.